actual live networking is becoming a thing again. Now that the vaccine is out, states are relaxing COVID restrictions, people are going and trying to enhance their career potential, career opportunity, growth opportunity, business growth opportunity by networking at these live events. I was just on a call with one of my clients, and this is what he wanted to know about. And I was like, wow, that'd make a great idea for a video. And I told him I'd give him a shout out. So a special shout out to you, Alex. Thank you for this great idea. Keep watching, and I'm going to share with you my top tips for how to be successful and have fun when we're networking. These are tips that I would say most of them you've never heard of before. I feel pretty confident about that because 9 out of 10 times when I'm sharing them, people are like, wow, I never thought of that. So keep watching and you'll learn how to network successfully at live events. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. I post 2 videos a week, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be reminded when I do. Please also consider becoming a member at Motivationeer.com. Your membership really supports this channel. Thank you.
Shall we begin?
I am just going to kind of speak extemporaneously. I don't have a list. I'm going to probably lose track a little bit myself as I go, but these things are so ingrained in me and they've worked so well for me, I want to share them with you. So in no particular order, I'll just kind of state what some of these great tips are, great from my perspective at least. We don't want to go to a networking event to take something from somebody. The goal is not to show up wanting someone to give us and help us and take care of us and make something easier or better for us. What we want to do is go there to just be ourselves. Be you at that event. Get rid of the idea of, I've got to get business cards. I've got to find someone who's going to help me in my career. No, people will sense that energy and it's not going to be super successful. But if you go there to be yourself and you're floating around meeting people, just casually talking, asking questions about their personal lives, not what business they're in. I'll get to that in just a minute. You're going to end up making a really great connection with a few people. That is what you want. The connection, the bond. Then you're going to be able to stay connected with them longer because they don't sense you're trying to take something from them. Which also means when we go there to speak to these people and get to know them and ask questions about their lives and just have fun with them, we don't want to say, hey, tell me about what you do for a living. People feel sized up when that's asked. You'll notice, if you haven't noticed it already, when you ask someone that, they'll kind of gulp. Even if they're excited about what they do, even if they've been very successful with what they do. That type of question tends to size people up. We don't want to size people up. Let's go there and just ask them questions about their life, what they enjoy in life, what they thought about the speaker that just spoke, what's been going well for them overall, what they think about the networking group, how long they've been networking, etc. Let's not size them up. Another thing I recommend is, this is a never ever, maybe a few never evers. Let's not eat at networking events. Let's not carry around the little platter with a piece of wood through a piece of cheese and eating it, or a buffet. We're standing in those long lines because we're there. That's us taking again. We don't want to be there to take. Let's walk around working the crowd, I was going to say. I hate to say that, but it's true. Connecting with people that aren't in that line to feed themselves, to stuff their face. And oh, by the way, when you refuse to eat at networking events like I'm recommending, you're not going to have food in your teeth. You're not going to spit food on somebody, which is a good thing. Instead, you can drink your little bit of water and talk to other people that aren't there to eat. They're there to get to know other people, have a good time, maybe serve a few people. After the networking event, ask yourself kind of critically, how well do I think that networking event went? What did I ultimately achieve while being at that networking event? Who did I really connect with at that networking event? I say this because what networking got for me at some point in my life along the way was a thing I had to check off my list. Like, if I'm not networking, I'm not really growing. And so I would go kind of begrudgingly, and I would just start finding the best, easiest way to be comfortable while there. And I didn't get anything accomplished. I didn't connect with anybody at all. I just went to get it off my list. And that ended up being a tremendous waste of time, which means if you're going to this same networking group month after month and it's going nowhere, it's always the same people, even the connections that you have, you're not helping each other out, I would stop going and finding other new ones. I also recommend reading the book, The Go-Giver. I think it's Bob Berg, I think, wrote it. It's been a long time since I picked it up and looked at the cover, but I got to hear him speak. GE hired him to be a professional motivational speaker one year. And I read his book, and it's a little parable. It's very short, but it's a parable about different personalities in the business world. And one of them he calls the connector. And man, once I realized such a thing existed, that's what I made my focus to be when I went to these networking events. So buy that book, The Go-Giver, not the Go-Getter, Go-Taker, Go-Giver, and read it. And then when you go to these networking events, think about how you can make connections for other people, how you can help other people find each other. They'll remember you for it. Like the Dale Carnegie book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, he always talks about how beautiful it is for the person when you remember their name. Well, if we go being the connector, not only have we remembered their name, we've remembered what they're looking for. So when we're talking to the next person, we remember Bill from last week, or Frank. Got to throw Frank Wells in there. This guy that I really connected with at a bunch of networking events. And this person I'm speaking to now could use his services. I'm like, hey, look, I want to introduce you to Frank. You're going to really like Frank Wells, whatever. With that kind of mindset, pretty soon, we'll get very good at helping other people find each other. And then they will want to help other people find us. They'll want to help us find other people. It's just a natural thing. When we have this mindset of connecting, we're serving them. We're not taking from them. And it's helping us kind of remember where people are at in the community so that we can continue to make connection. If you have a chance to do networking events via Zoom, same thing happens. For me, once I get done, I like to write some things out so I remember a little bit better. In the Dale Carnegie book, I think he always took around a notepad and wrote people's names, first names down so we could remember them. But it's a great technique to use. Overall, we want networking to be fun. The way that I used to do it, go there, ask people what they did for a living. If they, did something that I was going to benefit from, hey, let me get your card. Hey, I'll give you my card. Boy, it was so shallow. I hated it. I kept going and I found easy ways to just sink into the background. But once I turned it into going and having fun, being myself, making a great connection that I was bond with, asking questions about their personal lives, trying to connect people, it completely changed. And that book, The Go-Giver, is going to help as well. So there's probably other things that I do at networking events that I just can't remember. Maybe I'll make a second video in the future, but for this video, I hope it's been beneficial to you. If there's something that you do at a networking event that's been very successful for you, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.